Hello, Guestlist Network. This is Kyah and I am with the lovely MK1. Woo! So for those not in the know, can you tell us a little bit about who you are and what MK1 is all about?
I am the rapper of MK1. We've been going for about 2.5 to 3 years strong now.
My name's Charlie. I'm the singer and rapper in MK1. We've been on the scene for a while. We recently appeared on the X Factor this year. Got to the live shows, came out third or fourth weekend. So maybe that's how you know our faces.
Same time, yeah, see you next week. Okay. But that ain't how I play the game. That ain't how everyone knows my name. I'm like a gun to your brain, so you best hope that I can aim.
Flat talker, flow author, dark side of a new Skywalker. Got fans getting more out order. Insanity, me, I'm border. Just music, frustration, setting with a pace and stinging a ratings.
Remember these faces, because they're going to be sticking around, these faces. So again, for those not in the know, if you had to label yourselves as a particular genre, what would you label yourselves? Or if you had to say, all right, if you like so-and-so artist, you'll probably like us.
I guess you could go for, we're just like a urban.
Yeah, I'll say like we're experimental with a touch of pop and a touch of urban, you know? But we do just literally like to bring different sounds together, and whatever sounds right to us, then we just let it out there, you know?
Yeah, there's also like not really anyone you can compare us to.
Exactly.
There's no like two-piece guy and girl act. It's not really like the Rizzle Kicks. It's not really like Rita Ora or Tiny Temper kind of thing. But
because we get a lot of comparisons, you know, like N-Dubs, etc., and we would just obviously appreciate that. But we know MK1 is like a game changer in a sense, because the UK has never seen anything like this, even across the Atlantic. A group like ourselves, so we're ready to just kickstart this year properly now.
So how did you two find each other? And what's the MK1 story so far, and what can we look forward to?
MK1 started with me and another producer, Will. If anyone did watch the X Factor, he got kicked out on the first audition. We love you, Will.
We love you.
It started with us two, and then we were looking to recruit a rapper to make like a three-piece, a rapper, a singer, and a DJ. Yeah. And then a friend of a friend told us about Sim. We went up and met with Sim, and then this friend of a friend like didn't get a word in edgeways over dinner, like
literally,
not a word.
And the following day we went down to the studio, started writing some new music, and it was like, this works. We have to keep MK1, and it's a good thing we did.
Yeah, definitely. And everyone asks us about the name MK1 as well. The name MK1 doesn't come from Milton Keynes or anything like postcode-wise.
Yeah.
Basically, the piano that we used for all of our first tracks in the studio was called the Evolution MK1, and someone rang to book us for a gig in our early days before we actually had a name, and they were like, "We want to book you. We've heard your music. What are you called?" And we were like, MK1, because it was just right there, and it's stuck ever since. Yeah.
You heard it here first. Did they hear it here first?
Probably yes.
No. We'll get Guestlist Network exclusive at some point. You guys were on the X Factor. It's been a little while since then. What have you been up to, and what's a typical MK1 week like right now?
So much going on. Ever since we stepped off the X Factor stage, we've been performing everywhere, all around the UK, Ireland, Jersey, Guernsey, and also busy in the studio now this year. That's our main focus, writing some wicked new material that everyone should be enjoying.
Yeah, man. A typical week for us is wake up at midday, because we can, go to the studio, write some music, then perform under 18s at 8 p.m. and then at over 18s at 1 a.m. So 2 gigs a night, and then go back and do it all again. So it's an excuse for waking up at midday.
Yeah.
And what's in the pipeline? Can you give the Guestlist Network any exclusives? Is there an album coming up? Any collaborations we can be excited about? Give us some gossip.
There's a few things we can say and a few things we can't. We can't talk about collaborations right now,
no,
but
unfortunately.
We have a special tour coming up. Hopefully it's going to be quite a big tour, maybe a 10-day tour around the UK and some of the bigger venues, maybe the academies, maybe. Also, we're hoping to release either a couple of singles this year or a single and an album. So either way, it'll be this year, this summer, then Christmas time again.
Definitely so. Working alongside some big producers as well, just to mention Jake Gosden, who's worked alongside Ed Sheeran, working on a really big song with him, so fingers crossed that goes according to plan.
Yeah, man.
So for those who did see you on the X Factor,
Her day all wouldn't be right without her makeup. She never had a makeup.
are you still in touch with anyone off there? Are you still in touch with Louis?
I think the one person that I'm kind of still in touch with is Talisa.
Yeah.
Louis will message me now and again because he wants me to come to Dublin, see him. But whenever we're there, we're just performing and we have to come back to London to perform again. But Talisa, we still talk to.
Yeah.
We don't really speak to any of the other contestants anymore.
Not really. I think I don't know. It's kind of crazy how it's happened. It's like, you know, when you just secondary school and it's like last year, then everyone just goes off to different colleges. It's that kind of feeling.
Yeah, it feels like
But
that.
it's all good. When we bump into people, like, you know, from the live shows, we show a lot of love. So that's the main thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you guys are an urban act. There's a lot of urban music lovers at the Guestlist network. How do you feel about being an urban act who was on the X Factor and now trying to build a career in the urban scene, which, you know, has an interesting relationship with the X Factor?
Do you know what? We don't really see it as much of a problem to us because, like, we tried to stay true to ourselves the entire way through the X Factor, and it's kind of difficult. What a lot of people didn't see was what the things we were restricted of doing. Like, I can play piano and guitar, and we tried to incorporate that in some of our live shows and in some of the Judges' Houses episodes, but we were kind of restricted away from that. I kind of think the X Factor had their own, like, opinion, their own,
And
like,
how they wanted
the urban
audience
act.
to perceive you.
Yeah. I think they kind of thought, oh, this is the new Endos, so let's portray them like that. But we're a lot different than that, and we have a lot more things going for us than that we showed. So what we're doing now is we're writing a new album with the music we want to do, not the kind of stuff that we were put into doing on the show. So if anyone clicks on any of the new stuff on the YouTube, they'll see that it's really different and that it's credible.
That's what we've always been striving for. You know, the X Factor was an amazing opportunity for us, and we utilised the platform to the best of our abilities. And now we're just literally going gung-ho with the music that we want to do. And I think in the last week as well of the show, when we did our Pass Out Gypsy Woman, that was the real, I think, turning point for everyone to kind of know that's what MK1 are about, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, we were glad we ended on that note.
Yeah.
So if anyone wants to check MK1 out, you can check them out at...
You can go...
MK1official.com.
He knows.
Yeah.
From that, you can get onto our Facebook, you can get onto the YouTube, onto the Twitters.
So MK1
Everything's on there.
In this segment, Sim and Charlie will be gargling on this glass of water.
Fiji.
And they will be doing one of their top tunes. They're not going to tell you which one it is, so the hardcore fans out there can try and guess through the water.
Too cold.
Segment is now drinking with MK1. All right, ready?
I forgot my lyrics.
I don't think anyone's going to know.
I forgot my lyrics. I should have done a chorus. See? You need to refill, don't you?
Rank that out of 10.
Give me a 5 at least for efforts.
I almost choked. I forgot my lyrics.
Where are you? I forgot my lyrics.
I forgot my lyrics.
What's going on? There's too much going on. Oh no.
At least people know what the song is.
Helping them.
That was impressive. That round of applause.
Yeah.
Way.
Good up.
This game doesn't have a name. It's just a quick fire round of questions. But you'll get off the cuff, instinctive responses.
Yeah.
From Charlie and Sim. Question 1. Most played song on your iPod right now?
Jessie Ware, 100%.
Rihanna, stay.
You get loads of money. What's your first big expenditure?
Studio in my garage.
I'm gonna go to Jamaica.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
You could record a track with Jay-Z or go on a date with Beyonce. Which do you pick?
Jay-Z. That was so slow. What am I doing?
Yeah, Jay-Z, yeah, Jay-Z.
Eventually. Who's a better driver?
Me.
Me.
Who eats the most?
Sim.
Me.
Hey. Who works out the most?
Me.
Gas. Neither.
Are you mad? Actually, we're both unhealthy.
Neither. Neither.
Who drinks the most?
Charlie.
Me.
Binge.
Who goes out the most?
Me.
Charlie.
Who sleeps the most?
Charlie.
Charlie.
Who plays the most instruments? Charlie. Who's a better rapper?
Charlie. Sim. I'm joking. Sim.
What's your favorite type of cheese?
Cheddar. Mature.
Oh, man. Margarita. Margarita?
That's not a type of cheese.
Margarita is
Of
cheese.
course
Are you
it
mad?
is.
Margarita
Yeah,
cheese.
margarita on pizza.
Margarita
Margarita.
pizza.
No, but that's not the name. It's mozzarella cheese. Margarita's the type of pizza.
No, it's margarita cheese, surely.
No,
we need
margarita
to
is not a
Google
type
this.
of cheese. We can Google this right now.
I swear when I go Sainsbury's sometimes in the cheese section, you got margarita.
No, actually, it might be mozzarella. You might be right. Margarita is like, what's the drink? Can you get a margarita drink?
Martini.
No.
Buy their music.
Single out sometime this summer.
That was the Guestlist Network with MK1.
Wicked.
I'm sure
I swear margarita is a cheese.
It's mozzarella.
Are you sure? Are you 100%?